Wow. So we're going to get into the Mummy. I do have a little bit of a short article here that coincides with the Mummy. You guys have already seen the trailer, but I want to watch it with you guys, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Here we go. This is from Bloody Disgusting, written by John Squires. Headline reads, Blumhouse halfway to Halloween event kicks off with a mummy in theaters. You can see the image there. Blumhouse and Atomic Monster, alongside New Line Cinema and Dolby Cinema, joined forces to celebrate halfway to Halloween this year with the premiere of Lee Cronin's The Mummy in theaters. Now, we just finished talking about Lee Cronin, Evil Dead Rise. Yeah, Lee Cronin gave us Evil Dead Rise, and so this is the same person that's now going to give us The Mummy. The one-night premiere event for Cronin's The Mummy takes place April 16th at 7 p.m., screening exclusively in Dolby Cinema across 183 AMC theater locations in 47 cities nationwide. Tickets are now available for the opening night sneak peek screening. The evening's premiere screening of The Mummy is engineered to be experienced in Dolby, full precision audio, and laser projection. This is the film the way it was made to be seen. I want to make the movie that gets under your skin in the most literal way possible. Lee Cronin said in the statement, quote, there are images in this film that are going to make you look away and not be able to stop looking at the same time. Experiencing that in Dolby, surrounded by a crowd who has no idea what's coming on opening night, will be unforgettable. That's a lot of big talk, Lee. That's a lot of big talk. I hope you can back it up. Horror fans don't wait for Halloween, said Jason Blum, founder and CEO of Blumhouse. They live in it all year. This year, we wanted to give them something they've never had. From halfway to Halloween, opening night, Lee Cronin made something genuinely disturbing. And we want the people who love this genre to be the first ones inside the theater together. In its first 2 years, Blumhouse's Halfway to Halloween brought horror fans back to the theater for beloved titles from the Blumhouse Atomic Monster library. This year, the event marks a new chapter. A same-night, first-night premiere for one of the most anticipated horror films of 2026, screening simultaneously across the country in Dolby Cinema. The full list of participating cities include Atlanta, Austin, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Boston, Charlotte, Chicago, Cincinnati, Colorado Springs, Columbus, Dallas, Denver, Detroit, Harlingen, Hartford. Oh, wow, Hartford got on it finally. Where was I? Houston, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, Miami, Minneapolis, Mobile, Nashville, New Orleans, New York, Norfolk, Oklahoma City, Omaha, Orlando, yay! Philadelphia, Phoenix, Pittsburgh, Portland, Raleigh, Sacramento, San Diego, San Francisco, Seattle, Spokane, St. Louis, Tallahassee, Tampa, Tulsa, Washington, D.C., and Wichita. Those are all the places that you will be able to see an early in Dolby screening of Lee Cronin's The Mummy. If you follow them on Instagram, it looks like they it looks like it's Bloody Disgusting's Instagram as well as Lee Cronin's The Mummy Instagram. They double posted it on both accounts. It's not clickable on this article, but if you go to their Instagram, you can see this video here. And they did post the poster here. Some things are meant to stay buried. Experience it in IMAX. Lee Cronin's The Mummy, April 17th. So we will check out that trailer right now. There we go. Let's see here. Tony Man says, you're going next week. Creepy Color says, hell yeah, Minneapolis. Della Movie says, I hope The Mummy is great, but the more big talk I hear from the filmmakers, the less I'm convinced it will be. That's how I feel too. Whenever they talk too big, it makes me believe it less. But let's get into this trailer.
Can I get 2 slices of pizza?
No.
Of course, honey.
No, you never ever finish 2.
Hello?
Mr. and Mrs. Cannon, I'm Deputy Chief for the U.S. Embassy. Your daughter Katie has been found.
See, I
She's
know they
alive.
think that's good news, but I don't love the color grading on this. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a child of the 80s Well, I should say I'm a child of the 70s, grew up in the 80s. I like my films with color in them. I don't care. You can be scary with color. Hello, Poltergeist. You can be scary with color. Even freaking E.T. A lot of people don't consider E.T. scary. I do. But yeah, let's stop with the desaturation. It doesn't make it scarier. It just makes it look bad.
It's very important you fully prepare yourself for what you're about to see. No sudden moves. No loud noises.
Hey, butterfly.
Oh, you touch it? Oh, ew. Ew.
Yeah, we are here.
I know parents supposed to have unconditional love, but ew. No.
We're
Nope.
here.
She's been missing for 8 years.
Yeah, just these. Look at these nails. Ugh.
What was our daughter doing in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus?
Now that's what don't make sense. Why? I mean, I don't mean to be like that, but I'm gonna be like that. Why is this little white girl in a 3,000-year-old sarcophagus? It makes absolutely no sense at all. This movie has to explain to me how they're gonna make this make sense.
She just needs our care and lots of love.
How many others were found?
57.
It doesn't make okay. Why would there be over 50 little girls in sarcophagus? Like, the premise is losing me. Hopefully there's a good explanation, and I'll come back next week and go, oh, I was wrong. But the premise is losing me.
Many of them were still alive.
What happened to Katie?
Well, maybe all the missing people. They said how many of them, so that could be missing people of different, ages and ethnicities and stuff. My mind automatically thought little girls, but that could not be that. It's possibly not the case. Okay, and again, every time they want to show Africa or the Middle East, they do this weird color. We now have TikTok now. We can see where places look like through live streams. We can see that their sky is still blue, their grass is still green. Just because it's outside the United States, it doesn't automatically become sepia tone. And in my mind is going, don't piss me off. But I hate that they do this. It's so annoying.
What really happened to her?
Porque solo tu Señor de los Milagros.
Say something.
Solo tu Señor de los Milagros.
Say something.
Puedes transformar lo imposible en realidad.
Say something.
Okay, there was some green. There was some green in there.
Amén.
Oh, no. Oh, she biting people.
Say something.
How she look like this and she in your house? Like, y'all didn't take a washcloth and some, I don't know, whatever type of, take some Irish Spring soap. I'm thinking of deodorant soaps. I'm thinking of deodorant soaps to scrub this child down with. You cannot be in this house with looking like this. It's gross. Don't even look like they changed her clothes. Like, what is going on here? I do think they might have artificially tweaked her face a little bit to give it that uncanny look where her eyes might be just slightly too far apart. And that gives it that uncanny look. And also her irises are too big. That also gives it that odd look. But if she was missing for so many years, shouldn't she be like an adult at this point? Like, why is she still the same age? There's a lot of questions.
Don't worry, Grandma. It's fun to be dead.
Yeah, she was giving it more of a deadite than a mummy. Or is she attached to the mummy? Because I hope the little girl is not the mummy. Hopefully she's just a harbinger of the mummy. But like, I like, how do I say this? It's like good and bad as I'm watching this trailer. Some of the things, like the storytelling to me is not making sense to me, but it could just be something that'll be cleared up within the body of the movie. But what I do like, some of the imagery is really cool. The imagery, I can't front on that. The imagery is pretty cool. And it does look like it's creepy. It did get a reaction out of me as far as the grossness of certain things. So that's a good thing. I'm just I want the Mummy to be scary, like how the original 1930s Mummy was, but I'm just trying to figure out how this story is going to come together. Ew.
I just want my daughter back.
Okay, she looking nasty there. Look at that. It's giving Evil Dead again, and Lee Cronin just did Evil Dead. So did you just take the Mummy and turn it into Evil Dead? Because that's not what the Mummy was. All right, what did you guys think of the Mummy? I want to see it because I like the production in it. It is giving gross. It's just not giving me the Mummy. Like, you could have made this whole movie and called it something totally different. Because it's giving more an Exorcist type film or Evil Dead type film. It's not giving Mummy is my issue. It's called The Mummy, but it's not giving Mummy to me yet. It looks like it's kind of the same thing as like Halloween Season of the Witch. Great movie. Was not giving Halloween. It should have just been called Season of the Witch. And I think people would have accepted it better if it was just called Season of the Witch. Doc says, I can only see other white people doing that to their kid. Creepy Color says, be careful, she bites. Doc Kaiju says, I think the little girl is the Mummy. That's what I'm trying to figure. Like, why would you make the Mummy a little girl? It's just so weird. Doc also says, should be named something else. That's what I was saying. And Doc says, I can see it going through a title change after being on streaming a few years. Or it could be like the case of some of those later Hellraiser scripts where they were their own script and then they shoehorned Cenobites and Pinhead in there to make it a Hellraiser script. That's what this feels like. This feels like this was a script for a completely different horror movie that probably still would have been a great horror movie, but they don't want to release, some companies don't want to release original horror movies. They just want you to use their existing IP. So they said, slap the Mummy on it and we'll call it that. That's what this is giving. But we'll see. Tom Baker says the Tom Cruise Mummy had good bits, but the comedy was silly. Yeah, the best part of the Tom Cruise Mummy was the swimming zombies. I really like the swimming zombies. Tom Baker says, but this trailer was good. Doc says, good night all. See you again later. Dell says, agreed. It's not giving Mummy. Doc says there are a few Godzilla films that weren't supposed to be Godzilla films like that. I can imagine. But let me check the time. Yeah, I got to get the heck out of here now. If I entertained you, made you smile, or helped you pass the time, please consider supporting this channel so that I can do that more. Horror channels often get suppressed and demonetized, but you can help in 3 ways. By pledging a monthly contribution on Patreon, sending a one-time tip using your preferred financial app, or you could help for free by liking and commenting for the algorithm, and most importantly, sharing this video on your social media. Thank you so much.